My love of nature and of wildlife and of learning other cultures really inspired this book. And because I had the relationship with Ray LaValle for many years, and he always trusted me with his stories and with his information and allowed me to help work with him on other projects, it just seemed a natural to work with Ray. Yeah, I had been collaborating with Ray for quite a while, and there were just so many stories. But when we decided to finally, pick one, he didn't hesitate at all. It was the buffalo. It had to be the buffalo because they were the main reason that the Plains people were able to survive.
One of the gentlemen volunteers, his name was Arnold, he came in and he made buffalo soup. We decided that if we were going to be doing a book launch about honoring the buffalo, it would be a good thing to do buffalo soup.
I think that is so evocative. That is so, not only the story, but the whole, that is encompassing the whole thing.
In a book like this, where's the power come from, you think, and it's Ray's story?
Well, that it is a storyteller's story. It is, that's the wonderful thing about First Nations people, is that they have storytellers. They keep their heritage and their history alive by telling stories.
The book itself is actually in both English and Cree, and that's something special about this school as well, because you are a Cree school, right? The book also has photographs in it of real artifacts from the Royal Saskatchewan Museum, and it also has some facts about the buffalo, and it has some other information and questions and activities that you can do as well. The grandfather rose and took his grandson by the hand. "Come, I will tell you the story about the buffalo, the Pasquamustus, and how we came to honor them," said grandfather. Well, I think there's many layers to the book, and so I think it appeals to a lot of different age levels of children, and I think not only will they get something from learning the facts about the buffalo and what they were able to provide for people to survive, but they'll also get to know some facts about the buffalo, but they see the illustrations and how their people used to live before, and I think the illustrations were just so important to the book as well. I think having the curriculum value is really important because there isn't a lot of material, and the young people, they don't know. They don't know their stories, and the old folks they're kind of dying off now, and the stories aren't handed down the way they were. Life has changed so much, and they don't always see their grandchildren or relatives or whatever and hear these stories. So I think it's really valuable that they have a chance for that. And with the curriculum, they're definitely got that exposure to it, and so I think it's really, really important aspect to the book that it has that link.
As soon as she mentioned honoring the buffalo, it already had my heart involved, and I probably sold more bison paintings than anything, so it was already something I would love to do anyway. My process is I have a portable easel, and it's very lightweight. It almost looks like a laptop, and it has my palette in there, and when you flip it open, it can hold a canvas board like one of these behind me. I'll hike out into a coulee or along the river, which is something I love, just to hear water running while I'm painting, and so nature firsthand is my inspiration. I'll paint a study outdoors, bring that study indoors into my studio, combine that with imagination and a little bit of photography, and that's how I come up with a final piece. I really enjoyed working with Judith. She's a great writer, and what she did with Elder Ray's stories is, I'm really grateful to be a part of this. I'd have to say the one with the grandfather and the silhouettes of the grandfather sitting on a hillside is probably my favorite one, and it's a very sentimental piece. It's probably one of the final moments I had with my own grandfather before his passing when I was about 11 years old. So that was like my world. Leaving me at that time was very vital, and so that's the whole process. An artist puts his heart into his work, and I'm glad that this work is published now and it's a book.